Oh boy, what are we doing now? I mean, I just literally finished up the Bronco exhaust. My back this morning when I got out of bed, I'd have told you there's no way I'm doing much of anything today, but you know what? I'm just keep on moving, suffering through the pain. That's how it kind of works in life, and I'm making a lot of progress today. So now, what are we doing here on the F-250? I didn't already say F-350 Tremor Diesel 6.7 Power Stroke. We're going to do the mud flap install, which I bought those, and they're really nice. And let's just follow me along here today as I show you how to do that. That fun time, right? As the trees and birds have fun at my expense. All right, let's get to work. So there's the rear. I believe this is the front. I think we'll go for the fronts first. Or do we? Having that box cutter knife is awful nice. See that? Look at that. See that? Turn around. Open the box up in this end. All right, so I don't know. This doesn't. This looks like a project beyond project. This is rear mount. Interesting. What is this here? I'm confused now. This is front. Okay. I'm thinking that this was the rear and this was the blah, blah. It's too confusing. All right, so you got the rear. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's all about getting motivated. I need coffee. All right, so instructions, they tell you to go to YouTube. But to get going, looks like you really need to put all this stuff together first. But hey, great idea. Go to YouTube, right? And look at that there. So whatever, we'll figure it out. All right, so on the driver's side, push these nylon clips right here into the 4 different holes. Then take your bracket. It's kind of reversed on how you put this on your truck. See these right here? See how right here you're going to the inner slots if you have fender wells. And you're using these blue labeled aluminum washers. So you have aluminum washer on the back, aluminum washer on the front. All right, this really goes like this on the front of the truck. It runs down the rail to attach, and then your mud flaps go here. So anyways, hope this is helping you out a little bit. A little complicated instructions. All right, so now I'm gonna crawl on my hands and knees as usual. Put my special light down. Here come my little puppies. What's pretty cool is you don't use this stuff. It's all in this bracket. So watch here as I turn on my powerful light here. All right, pretty cool, because what we have here is this bracket here. Actually, let's see, this bracket here fits right over those studs. Okay. Actually, I was wrong on that. You got to unloosen these 2 bolts. For that notch is in that. So watch that. Well, third time's a charm. Jesus Christ, this is a 5.5 metric right here. I guess they're cutting every bit of metal they can out of these vehicles to save another penny. That's a 11 down there. All right, I just loosened this up a little bit. Let's see if I can get this bracket now to slide up in here. All right, so now does this slide into these grooves right here. May have to take this out too, actually. Yeah, I think I do. All right, that's more of a project than I thought it'd be. Boy, I tell you what, lining up these little screws with this plate ain't easy. So keep that in mind. You really have to line up this bracket. These have notches in them to go into these screws. All right, little trick. Nothing simple. You need these vice grips to grab this and compress it. All right, nothing simple. You got to take vice grips or wrench grips, whatever you call the hell these things are, and you gotta crimp down to make this work. Never simple. Channel locks. Can't think of a damn thing when you're working, right? Channel locks, and makes a huge difference. All right, now you got to tighten up these right here. Don't forget about that. So it's the next project here. That way this bracket doesn't move around. All right, now we're going to mount the actual mud flap. So you get a nylon washer, a regular washer, and 8mm. And I've already put the little one, and my daughter's holding that right now. Oh, we need this plate. Now this plate, I don't know. It's kind of, does this thing go that way or this way? I don't know about this thing right now. I'm kind of still figuring this out. So follow me along here as I... Yeah, I think it actually goes like that. Right there. So let's try that idea. All right, I think I'm figuring that out. Nothing to me looks kind of goofy, but I don't think it matters because they're both the same pattern. So, all right, now what they recommend is you make sure this thing's level. Get like a square. Let me grab mine. All right, I think I'm doing pretty good. So, I mean, that's like perfect there. So I guess I could get about right. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good. Now, one thing here, you want to use your hand tools. I wouldn't use impact guns or anything. This is really light stuff, aluminum. And I think you'd probably pay dearly if you start really cranking this stuff. And, yeah, this is pretty damn solid. I just can't see this stuff moving. You got a lot going on here, a lot of brackets. All right. Got the front set up. Feel good about it. I mean, that's rock solid. This thing ain't going nowhere. Now, the question is, does the tire, I mean, you'd have to honestly say right now that tire is gonna rub. I don't know, I'll be amazed. Let's find out. Looks good right there, doesn't it, huh? Like it. Let's see what happens here. All right, she's good to go. So now on to the next side here. Since we kind of figured that out. Hopefully, right? Hopefully I did that bracket, not reversed. Hey, why don't you practice what you preach? This time I'm putting down a cloth because, man, crawling around these hands and crawling around these concrete floors gets old. So, on to the next adventure. Loosen up these screws first so you can slide this stuff in there. All right, now to the passenger side. Same things. Make sure you, so this thing would be going in like this, actually. So this is the front. Make sure you put these clips in the right area. It can be very easy to do it backwards. So if you see, this is the passenger side, how I'm doing this. All right. So now, I got this actually backwards, meaning this, how does this go? Even for me, it's like, wow. This is how it's gonna go. That goes like this here. That goes up against your rail underneath, I think. All right, so this is the back side. So once you go over the truck, it's interesting. They got this little spacer. It doesn't even show it on the instructions. I don't know what that's all about. Other one worked fine, but anyways. So this is going to be coming back towards the truck rail. Okay, This will be the inside. Leave these loose so you can move it around. All right, time to crawl on my hands and knees again. Now the trick here is when you slide this in, you got to slide it into this channel. There's like a channel right here. So, you know, this right here separates. You can see that or not. Hard to kind of see, but I just slide it in between that. It's kind of challenging. All right, so you kind of see that? Hope you can. So that has to go in between like this fender well liner and this actually molded splash guard. All right, so now we're gonna get this bracket, which is a little more challenging, onto these studs right here. All right, see what I'm doing here? It's the only way you can get that to work. It's aluminum, it bends. All right, see there? Got that all locked down. Now we're to tighten these down up here. We should be good to go. All right, we got the fronts. So the fronts are done. Give you an idea how it looks inside there. Rock solid. Like it. Really nice. Quality product. Is it expensive? You know, being you spend $80,000, $90,000 for a truck these days is, you know, spending a few $100s in mud flaps expensive. All right, we accomplished the front. Now, good Lord, man. I've been going all day doing projects, and now the rear, let's see what the rear says. This is like doing my dually. If you watch my dually video. So there's that and that. So with flares, without flares.